Let's talk Mountain Cold episode 5. So it's been in the writing stage for months. To fans of the show, I know all three of you have been waiting for a long time. One big thing, and I've discussed it here before, is to begin the promotional process long before the episode comes to develop. I have really tried to abstain from making video diaries, whatever you want to call it, vlogs. Oh, God, I hate that name. I really want to stay away from doing this, but one thing I've realized is I've come out with a series of shorts, call them what you want to call them. Because I want to come out with more videos more frequently, I think I want to start, I know I don't want to do it, but I think I'm going to start doing things like this. One cool way I feel that I could promote this production is to kind of take any kind of audience or fans through every step of the process, starting right now at square one. The first part of the process, there's a million first parts of the process. One of them is I'm going to cast the film and I'm going to reserve the locations. And I guess another first part of the process is to fund the film. I can make the film. I have what I need. I know my budget. I would like to go beyond that in terms of getting equipment and maybe expanding on the crew that I bring with me. But I can do it for, you have your XYZ amount. You have your minimum amount, your normal amount, and then your ideal amount. And I can do it for either of the first two options. I have spent the week looking at different areas of ways to pursue funding. And there's probably God knows how many main areas. We'll say there's 3. We'll pretend there's 3 because I don't know what all 3 of them are yet, but everybody likes the number 3. The number 1 way is to pursue somebody with money who's done this before and they enjoy investing in films. And it could be for a lot of reasons. We could say 3, but we won't. One of the reasons being tax incentives. You can write off certain amounts each year if you have a lot of money for different incentives. Another reason being that they just like the film, they like you. They got so much goddamn money that they're just like, you know what? I'm going to throw this money out, but instead of throwing it out, I'll just give it to you. And then the third way is they have an anticipated rate of income. And there's definitely ways for anybody to make money in film. The issue is it's difficult and not guaranteed. And so because of that, I don't feel comfortable saying, I know I can get this show on this platform, because then I have to look at the platform and say, well, what's the incentive for the platform to give me money? Number 2 is film grants. So film grants are a great way to finance a film. It feels like an infinite amount out there. I spoke with a friend in filmmaking and he said it's definitely possible to get a grant. It just takes a few hours. You basically fill out all the information. It's typical to sending in a resume for a job and a job application, setting everything up like that. The 2 main drawbacks to that for me are, number 1, it's going to be months to find out if I actually acquire that film grant. And the bigger one being number 2, it's not really a sustainable way to make films, in my opinion. And I could be wrong because I'm totally inexperienced. But if I get this film grant and I make this film and they pay for it and I come out with the film, well, it's still not going to change the audience I get. There's certain things that they might be able to do. But the reality is, as a filmmaker, I feel like you also have a responsibility to grow your own audience for whatever show you're putting out there, and just getting money from somebody isn't going to help you do that. So the third is crowdfunding, and I really like the idea of crowdfunding because now you're bringing along people who are actually interested in the project and want to back you because they believe in you, they believe in your project, and they get something in return. So I have spent a lot of time learning more about Kickstarter. I think that's the platform that I want to go to. There's another one that I finally discovered yesterday that actually looks incredible, Seed and Spark, and it is it's a crowdfunding platform for filmmakers, but it's kind of curated by filmmakers. I think it would be a great tool. I think it is a great tool, and I'm strongly considering it. I just don't know that much about it. So that's investing. So I want to launch a Kickstarter program. So when you launch a Kickstarter program, the first 48 hours are the most crucial. I could launch a Kickstarter program right now, and I guarantee you I could raise about $0 to $5 in the first 48 hours. So I don't feel like I'm there yet to do that. So I'm not going to do that just yet. So the plan is basically this. I'm going to move forward towards production regardless of offsetting expenses. I have a budget that I can keep it to. At some point in this process, if I continue making these video journals and somehow people are like, hey, you know what? At first I thought this was embarrassing, but now, you know, it's kind of more pathetic, and I think I'm gonna support this guy. So I think I'm gonna move towards that strategy. So I'm going to make these video journals, try to build an audience, and then take whatever audience I'm building up to Kickstarter, say, hey, I have this many viewers each video, I'm working on this product. If you guys are willing to invest, then it would really help my cause. Because with additional funds, what I can do is purchase better equipment. I can get a new microphone, a second camera, another camera, I should say, and I can get more stuff, and then I can get more crew. I'll probably try to leave the video at that, but I do want to touch on another thing. I run a filmmaking group, a filmmaking meetup group. We meet every Sunday. We've been meeting on Zoom because of COVID. You know, God forbid you're in the same room with people that are perfectly healthy, you know, super dangerous anyways. But so we've been meeting on Zoom each Sunday, and we discuss our filmmaking ambitions. And a beautiful thing is starting to happen where the group is starting to expand. We're getting more and more members, and we're getting some people with some real legitimate experience. So I'm going to try to make this a regular thing. And I'm going to try to support another like short film, relatively unknown channel, I guess. Today I'm going to suggest you check out a channel called Temple Tunes. Temple Tunes makes cartoon animations for medical horror stories. They're very well done. From what I saw, they're pretty medically accurate. And the animations are incredible, and it's another small channel, but you can tell that not only do they put a lot of work into their videos, but they execute it very well. I mean, there's a lot of animations and animators out there that aren't on any major networks or platforms that are really, really good, and they're worth checking out. And it's an awesome medium. I just messed around with it for a week myself. God almighty, help me God if I ever try to do that again. But check it out, Temple Tunes. I plan on making more of these, unfortunately, because I think it's really embarrassing and weird and awkward, and I hope to God you never see me smiling in front of a thumbnail and saying, this guy, can you believe what this guy just said? I don't want to do stupid shit like that, but I don't even want to do this, but I'll do it. So that's all for today. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Farewell. See you later.